Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. My name is Vlad.
My name is Anton.
And we're here to talk about mods, tanks, juices, and everything else regarding vaping.
Today we're going to be reviewing the Eleaf iStick PICO, Eleaf's newest, smallest device, coming in at 75 watts with temperature control for nickel, titanium, and stainless steel, as well as 3 memory settings for your temperature control on top of that.
This tiny little device retails at $44.99 Canadian, and that's for the Express Kit.
What you get in the Express Kit is your PICO mod, an instruction manual, and a micro USB cable.
The first interesting thing about the PICO is how you insert the 18650 battery. Instead of a magnetic door, the PICO uses a removable battery cap at the top of the device. You unscrew the cap, stick your battery in positive end first, and then put the cap back on.
The second thing you're going to want to do is turn your mod on or off. All you do is click the home button 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and your device should now be on.
Another interesting thing about the PICO is how you access the menu. Instead of having front-facing buttons, the buttons will actually be on the bottom of the device. You can use the plus/minus buttons to navigate the wattage mode, which will allow you to increase or decrease your power. And you can also switch between 3 different temperature control modes and 3 different memory modes by triple-clicking the power button and scrolling to the mode of your choice.
If you're one of the people using temperature control on your new PICO device, keep in mind it's important to lock the resistance of your coil. In order to do that, you just press the plus button and the fire button for several seconds until you see a little lock sign appear by your resistance.
Always make sure when you're locking your resistance that your coil is at room temperature. This means that you haven't fired it yet, and if it isn't at room temperature, you will get false temperature readings. As sleek and small as this device is, the size can actually be a disadvantage to some. If you have larger hands or you prefer to fire your device with your thumb, it might feel a little bit uncomfortable holding it with only 2 or 3 fingers.
The next thing you might notice is the fact that your mod doesn't have too many buttons on the front. That is because they are tucked away on the bottom, straight out of sight and out of mind.
This is actually one of the things I also didn't like about the PICO. Having the buttons at the bottom is a little bit counterintuitive, and whenever I needed to change the settings, I always had to flip the device over, which is a bit of an annoyance.
Although it is an annoyance, you do have to keep in mind that it does make your device look that much sleeker, not having a bunch of buttons on the front.
The best thing by far about this device is its performance on temperature control. I typically use an RX200 and I'm always firing stainless steel temperature control with my UL crown. And while that's a great device, I always run into issues on getting the ramp up speed right, on getting the exact perfect temperature for a satisfying vape. And I always find that it pulses a little bit. It's not a straight draw, it feels juddery. With the PICO, without having to change any settings, I pop my UL crown on, turn temperature control on, and it was a smooth, amazing experience.
Now Vlad did mention using the UL crown on the PICO, which I do strongly recommend and I do really enjoy. There was, however, one fallback to that being the airflow ring on the UL is actually protruding slightly, and it actually does not sit flush on the PICO because of the battery cap getting in the way.
One more thing that we really enjoyed about the PICO is the finishes and colors. The PICO is one of the most attractive devices we've had come into the store in quite some time, and I just can't stop staring at it. My personal favorite is the white PICO. That's the one that I've been using for almost a week now, and it looks phenomenal.
Unlike Vlad, who clearly has a terrible sense of fashion, I myself have been using the black PICO with the black UL crown. I think that looks much better. That being said, for all you people out there who like different colors, it actually comes in a elegant gray, a stylish silver, and a super hot pink.
Overall, we both really enjoyed using the PICO over the last week. We're very impressed with the fantastic temperature control. We're very happy about the sizing of the unit, and the fact that this little 18650 mod goes to 75 watts is just great.
To mention a few pros for the PICO, it comes with every single feature you would expect from a brand new 2016 vaporizer. It does not feel cheap or flimsy in your hand, and in fact I would argue it feels like a very high quality mod. Temperature control in this device is incredible. There's no pulsing, it is incredibly persistent and works from sunup to sundown, no problem. As we mentioned before, this device is incredibly versatile and comes in many different colors suited for many different people.
Now for the cons. The battery cap is problematic because it prevents you from using tanks whose airflow rings protrude. Heavier vapors such as myself are going to find themselves very disappointed with the PICO's battery life, which is not surprising because it is a single 18650 mod. Anton mentioned this as a pro, I'm going to mention this as a con. The form factor of this device is simply not designed for people with larger hands or people who prefer to fire with their thumbs.
And if you're still wondering whether or not this device is for you, we actually recommend this to the following types of vapors. Those of you who are a casual vapor and don't need 3 battery devices like Vlad over here, this device is for you. Those of you who like a device to look as nice as you do, this device is for you.
This device is not for you, however, if A, you have sausage fingers, B, you like to fire your vaporizers with the thumb, and C, if you vape a lot. I kill a battery in 3 hours. If you're like me, it's just not gonna last. With all that being said, we love this device.
In fact, I've actually made this my to-go day-to-day device and have no problem recommending it for just about anyone coming in.
Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe, or comment.
And let us know what device you'd like to see us review next.
Stay cloudy, my friends.
Stay cloudy.